If you want to grab the Depression Handbook or do an holistic self-improvement coaching call with me for free, both links are in the description. Hi there, in this video I want to go over the trap of comparison. This is something that really damages us and our life without us even noticing this. That's because we have been so conditioned to comparing all the time, and that's really how the mind functions. So we are really used to do that all the time, and it's really our default state. All our thinking is based on comparing. So I want to go over 3 main points, which are: 1, the fact that comparison prevents you from completely living your life. 2, the pain and separation that it creates. And 3rd and last, how it hides you from your real being. So let's go over the first point. As I said, since childhood we are conditioned to this comparison. We compare ourselves to others, like in the grades, for example. Already in school we are comparing ourselves with the grades of others, or saying I wish I'd be like a certain person, I'm not in this way, I don't have this kind of characteristics. We are really prone to this comparison because it's just normal and it's imposed by us, by the society. So when you compare yourself and your life to the one of others all the time, this prevents you from actually experiencing the uniqueness of yourself and your life. Your life is unique, and comparing it with the one of others, it's unfair and will make impossible to experience the wholeness and the completeness of your own life, of your own self. You gotta realize that no one ever lived your life. You're the first and only one who will experience it in this exact way. And wasting the opportunity to live this unique life to just be like someone else or live a similar life to someone else is really a waste of your life. This comparison will also cause a lot of pain and separation. With this comparison, you are in the world of duality, and you are constantly comparing your self-image, how you think you are, and how you think your life is, which is in the end the same, with others, usually by thinking I'm better than or I'm worse than. So when you think I'm better than someone else, it will create pride of your ego, and you'll need to constantly maintain this position. You'll constantly need to relate yourself and compare yourself with others and seeing, okay, in this kind of characteristic, I'm better than him. And you'll constantly look for people that you're better than. And this will be a constant effort by your part. Same is true for I'm worse than, because of course, if you're better than someone, you'll always be worse than another person on the same characteristic that you're comparing. For example, you can be physically way better than someone else, but you'll also see in consequence other people that have a better physique than you, and you'll feel worse than them. So this can in part be used as an inspiration For example, you compare your physique with the one of someone else that inspires you, and you want to reach that kind of physique. So this can be useful, but usually in the end it leads you to just feeling bad about yourself and never feeling enough, because you don't have the exact physique of this person, or you're just seeing that there will always be someone with a better physique than yours. And by doing so, you're not even enjoying the process of building your own physique and really the uniqueness of your journey with your physique. So that's true with bodybuilding in this example, but with everything else it's the same. Every comparison that you do will create this duality, and so these problems. One other big thing is that comparing yourself with others will create the separation caused by the self-image that you're creating. So you'll feel isolated and different from everyone else. The more you compare yourself, the more comparison you do, the more you will be separated. This can cause social anxiety. I really saw this in myself, the fact that when you're comparing yourself a lot with others and you're in this split with others, everyone else seems really different from you. But this is really an illusion that you are creating with the comparison. And when everyone feels separated from you, it feels distant from it, feels alien to you. You can see others for what they are. You'll just see your comparison. You'll not see another being. You'll see someone who is richer than you, someone who is more beautiful than you, someone who is taller than you. So you will be constantly in this separation, and this creates social anxiety, because when there is this separation, there is bound to be social anxiety. You'll not feel at ease. You'll not feel on the same level. You'll feel higher or lower. So you will not be able to relate to others on a deeper level, on a common ground of being. You will be disconnected from others, and this of course leads to social anxiety. When you are connected with yourself as you are, and you are not differentiating yourself from others, you'll see how easy and natural it will be to relate with others on a deep level, to connect with others on a deep level. And you will be able to be natural and spontaneous as you are. Because when you compare yourself all the time, you will live as this image of yourself that you have created. That this is not spontaneous at all. This is not natural at all. This is really mechanic and unnatural. And this creates anxiety in social situation. The other point, of course, is how it can create depression and loneliness, which are tied together. You'll feel that nobody understands you because you are of a different kind. You are different from others. And of course, there are things for which you are actually different from others, but this is only on the level of the self-image that you have about yourself, not the core of your being. So the more you do this, the more you'll feel isolated from everything and everyone in your self-image. And this is the cause of loneliness, because of course if you separate yourself from everything else, you are bound to be lonely. You're bound to live in your own self-image and illusion, your mind creation, So this will lead also to believe you should be different than what you are now. And so you'll never accept yourself totally, and you'll never be able to be yourself totally. You'll always act in relation to this mask that you have created for yourself, which is created by all the comparison and description that you have about yourself. This leads me to this final point, which is that it hides you from your real being, from the I am, which is the pure sense of being, not I am something in particular, so not I am this or I am that, not I'm beautiful, I'm ugly, I'm rich, I'm depressed, I'm strong. It's beyond all this comparison, which creates your self-image. So this comparison creates the illusion of the self-image, which is covering what you really are. This self-image is covering your pure sense of I am, your pure sense of being. And when you cover your pure self of being, you're bound to feel lost. You will be lost in all these images of yourself and of others. You will be lost in this mind-created world, which is not real. And the more you are away from reality, the more you will suffer, and the more you are bound to be lost. So I hope that this video clarified for you the danger of comparison and what it's actually doing in your life. Actually, it's not seen by a lot of people because it's the norm. For us, it's the norm to compare ourselves all the time. It's really our mind functions, and culturally, it's normal for everyone to do that. We have always to compare ourselves with others and surpass them. There is always this competition. There is always this difference between each other. But we never see what this difference is causing. What is the consequence of creating this difference all the time? So this tool of comparison is useful and can be used for practical purposes because it's the nature of thinking. We use that. But becoming aware of the fact that on a deeper level, on a day-to-day level, we don't need to do this comparison all the time, especially with our life. Because, as I told you, if you compare your life all the time, you are not living your life. You will just be stuck in this comparison of your life in relation to the one of others. You'll never live your life for what it is. And this will make your life really shallow, really bland, really, it will lose its essence. It will lose its beauty. So I hope that you can see that you can live your life without this comparison going on all the time. And this really will make shine again your life for its own expression, for its own uniqueness. It will never be the same, and it will never be like the one of someone else. And that will reconnect you with the flow of creativity, which has your life itself, and with the spontaneity of your life. Because when you are comparing, you are blocking that spontaneity, as we saw in the realm of social anxiety and social life. It's the same. So I hope that you got some value from this video, and if you did, please feel free to comment in this video and tell me if you saw this phenomena in your life and what you think about it. That said, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.